Hey, couple of pens up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the... First down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 49-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Christian McCaffrey.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
Mayfield.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Check 26, check 26.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. Run. 54. Hey, what's the ball?
From the gun, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Christian McCaffrey.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
12-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go, G. Rush in. Rush in. Run. Hurry. Regular. No, 54. Hurry.
Mayfield off the play fake. Pass incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hurry. Check. Watch 54.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's set away. Fielded at the 43. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings And at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out. Down.
On first down, this is McKinnon. That play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. J.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Evans. And he goes out right around the 39. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Tampa Bay.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah. Because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier. The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A gain of 12. First down, Buccaneers.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
Play action, Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
He's
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This is caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, 31 yards, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a two-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mayfield to throw it. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Badgley now to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Mayfield on play action. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Play fake. Mayfield. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll take it at the 42. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On 1st down, Rodgers. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Tampa Bay.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 13 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Hurry. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. J.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Smith-Schuster brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up first and 10 at the 16. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after, finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
The runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
56. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that.
They run the counter. Jones breaking from the contact. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a foot. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
The 38-yard line.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.